24 hours, I'll blow your planet away!
The battle has just begun!
Okay, I just had some really good matches. I'm in a CZP tournament. It's a group on Facebook. I have like 15 different Pokemon groups, and occasionally I will attend the tournaments. But this guy, Cliff, his group always has really tough tournaments. Like, these guys are hardened Pokemon masters from the depths of hell, ready to take lives and kick ass and chew bubblegum. And this guy, Urf, his handle is Urf on here, but his name is Carlos, not that it matters. Having a job and living in different time zones, I'm sure we don't live in the same place, made it difficult to get the match finished, but I just got home tonight and we did it. And it's 2 out of 3 format. You can use multiple teams. It's OU. It's specifically X and Y, so no or S crap. So that it's really interesting. And he used 3 different teams. I only bring 2, and we'll see how that works out. But he just lit my nipples on fire. That's all I can say. Okay, so let's get started with the first match. I'm using my, I'm just going to pause here. I'm using my same old Mega Venusaur, Defensive, Zapdos, AV, Horror, Conkeldurr, Stealth Rock, Focus Sash, B-Sharp, Naughty-Natured, 4 attacks, Mamoswine with Icicle Spear, Ice Shard, Freeze Dry, and Earthquake. This guy is a fucking monster. And of course, the best scout in the world, Frisk, Specs, Noivern, Flamethrower, Air Slash, Draco, U-Turn. Yeah, pretty much. And he's got a fucking Shuckle. Okay. Straight away. Straight away. I literally said, what the fuck? Because his team... What is this? What is this? This is some Gargleflop 2.0 shit. So he is either complete ass, or he knows what he's doing. And thankfully it's the latter, so let's resume. I'm going to U-turn with Noivern. I should have led with B-Sharp from the start, just so I could get my rocks up, or use Iron Head. His Shuckle can't take an Iron Head from B-Sharp at all. He's going to Encore me, and that forces me to switch out into Zapdos. As he goes Infestation, I'm not sure I want to defog, since he has a few Pokemon that don't want to take Stealth Rock damage at all. Definitely want Stealth Rock damage on that fucking Mega Heracross, who is a very big pain in my ass. Especially if he's max speed. That means the turn he Mega Evolves, he will be fast as fuck, and then he will kill you. So that's kind of like a Mega Sableye before Mega Sableye kind of thing. So I'm gonna make kind of a questionable play, leaving Venusaur while I'm Encore just to Leech Seed whatever. And he's carrying Psychic on the Life Orb Sheer Force, so I do take one, but I just leave him in to die. You could say it's a bad play, I don't know, whatever, it just happened. I didn't want anybody else to take hits from Sheer Force, Life Orb, Landorus. Now I'm going to fodder off Zapdos, so now the rocks are definitely here to stay. Noivern is going to be my buddy, going to go for Air Slash. Look at that damage, beautiful damage. Thankfully I'm not going to miss, I'm going to connect 2 95% accuracy Air Slashes in a row. He's got Weavile here. Weavile is a threatening Pokemon. Since rocks are here to stay, I figure might as well burn my Sash with B-Sharp now. Also, B-Sharp is the most expendable Pokemon I have on the team at the moment, since he has a full health Mega Heracross in the wings and 2 flying types. Although Sucker Punch would do pretty well against them, but... So, Mamoswine is here, and he is just a fucking monster. I'm going to predict the Rock Blast as he goes for it, but it doesn't matter. I'm at low enough health that he kills me because of the his skill link ability. So that's kind of a pain in the dick hole. I thought he might be a little bit slower, but he's clearly max speed, I think. Either that, or I'm just really overestimating the speed of my Mamoswine, who isn't a speed nature at all. It's like, it's fucking naughty nature. Noivern is gonna pull it out of my, pull it out of his ass, and kill those genies, since he's got the specs, air slash. I don't care. I don't care that you are an electric type and you resist it. You're weak to stealth rock. You're gonna take a load of damage, and he's just gonna die. But that was extremely close. If Noivern had gone down, I would have had to rely on Conkeldurr, who does have Ice Punch. So I could take out the genies with Ice Punch, but as long as I got Mega Heracross out of the way, it would have been kind of okay. So that's match number 1. Now, match number 2 fucking blew my tits off. This guy, he's gonna bring this team. I think all of his teams have Landorus, because this guy's a pro level, he's a pro soar. So I'm gonna switch into Rotom as he goes Earthquake. Now I'm gonna trick the specs onto his wash. I really should have gone Volt Switch though, and I'm gonna make a huge misplay. Switch into Excadrill and he goes Will-O-Wisp. A lot of these things do not want to be burned at all, so that makes a lot of sense. I should have gone into Tyranitar instead of Rocks. That would have been really fucking dandy. But he actually has superpower on his Landorus, which I didn't think would happen. So, but that's not the end of it. He has a defensive wall Infernape with Slack Off and Toxic. Who the fuck are you? He also has a max defense Mega Gardevoir. I didn't think it was max defense. I thought it was just going to be a Bago standard. I thought Ice Punch would kill, especially at +1. But Mega Gardevoir lives a pure power +1 Ice Punch from Mega Medicham, and that, my friends, is fucked. So I'm gonna go Iron Head. I'm really in a bad spot. Really in a bad spot. So I thought, okay, Mandibuzz can definitely wall Infernape, right? No, he cannot. In fact, he cannot wall Infernape because of Toxic and Slack Off, and the Foul Play isn't going to do anything anyway because he's part fighting type, and in comes Gardevoir, and I could have killed him with Foul Play right there. So Excadrill is basically fodder at this point. As he goes into Landorus Therian, I'm gonna stay in and go Earthquake. He's Scarf, so he's gonna be faster than me, and the U-turn is gonna allow me to go into whoever I want. Not that it matters. Full health Rotom Wash. Just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. Predict the Landorus to come in. That's a good play. I'm getting some ground back. Now I can go Will-O-Wisp and really severely punish his Kyurem Black here. And for some reason he's faster than me. I guess he's just a fast guy. I should have just hard switched into Scissor, I think, just to get as much health on Rotom Wash as I could. And I guess I'm going to kind of over-predict here. I thought he wouldn't want to leave it in, but on retrospect, he's burned. It's perfect fodder Pokemon. He definitely would have left it in, and he did leave it in, so I should have gotten Bullet Punch. Big misplay. Kyurem Black is going to get extra damage on Scissor and finish off my Rotom, which is something I simply cannot afford. And Choice Band, Technician, Quick Attack ain't going to do shit. And hello, did you just see that? Did you just see what happened? He used Reflect type on defensive Starmie. Gargaflop, are you on the phone? Can you see this? Can you see this with your TV phone? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense what I just said. But Gargaflop, can you hear me? Reflect type Mega Starmie on defensive Infernape team with defensive, like, must be max defense Mega Gardevoir. It's spanking me. It's just completely tearing me apart. This guy, Ugh. Alright, last match, let's go. I don't want to drag this out any longer. So, Garchomp, this is a really interesting first turn. I decided to go Draco because I have Mega Venusaur. I don't care about a Azumarill, basically. But he knows about Mega Venusaur. He's going to bait me into Venusaur and double out and go into Garchomp. Now I'm going to go into Zapdos, knowing that he's going to Stealth Rock because he's Lumberry, definitely. So now I'm going to Defog as he goes Dragon Claw, which it's +2, so it does a fucking ton. And now I'm going to get the Switch initiative with U-Turn, and then he stays in as I go Ice Skull, Ice Shard. Now, the reason for this is he saw me use Icicle Spear before, I think? I don't know. He just overpredicted, and he's going to do it again here. He's going to go Sword Dance on Venusaur, like thinking that I'm going to switch out, but I actually was banking on Mega Venusaur to live another knockoff since he gets increased defense when he Megas. But yeah, Venusaur just takes him out, and already things are looking pretty fucking bad for him, as yeah, I took out Garchomp and Crawdaunt, so I don't need to worry about them at all. And the rest of his team is pretty well dicked by Mega Venusaur, with the slight, no, not, I want to say the exception is Gengar, but it isn't, because he has a Life Orb Gengar, so I can like Synthesis stall the Life Orb if I want to. And another thing I do in this, I double out into Noivern a lot. And Noivern, what can I say? Noivern is a fucking man. I need to draw him myself. I need to get off my ass and draw Noivern, because he deserves it. Mamoswine is going to get a kill with Freeze Dry. I thought he might want to go into Azumarill, so I went Freeze Dry. He's going to predict the B-Sharp, go Focus Blast, but I'm going to get to use my Focus Sash, bitches, but I'm going to choke. I should have gone Knockoff. But he goes Taunt. Now he knows the Sucker Punch is coming, so I'm going to double Knockoff. The temptation to Sucker Punch was so strong, but I knew Knockoff was the right play, and that's good. Venusaur just fucks his entire team. It's like, whatever, I don't care. Venusaur. Venusaur! Venusaur! Should have gotten Synthesis there, really, but I didn't because badness, I guess. Just, I also want his Gengar to stay in as much as possible, so I guess that's kind of a thing. But whatever, I'm gonna bait out his Azumarill, just double out into Noivern again! What are you gonna do to Noivern? You can't do shit. You can't do shit to Noivern. Can't do it. I'm gonna make a bit of a fumble there. I should have gotten Ice Shard. It probably would have killed Manectric at his health range, but I thought I could live an Overheat, and I clearly cannot. Kind of, I guess, overestimating the bulk of Mamoswine there. I am a naughty nature, so that needs to be out there. That needs to be said. Naughty nature lowers special defense, so Overheat makes it more powerful, even though I have the Thick Fat ability, which negates my Fire weakness. But anyway, Conkeldurr is gonna save it for me. The real clincher was going for Mach Punch after Knockoff there against his Manectric. I knew he wanted me to stay in and use Knockoff again, predicting him to go into Gengar, but it wasn't worth it because Gengar is basically dead. I have Noivern. Noivern is faster than Gengar, so you're basically fucked. I don't need to worry about Gengar. If he predicted Mach Punch, or that's what he wanted. He wanted me fuck. He wanted me to go Knockoff fearing the Gengar. I think I said that, right? But no, I just stay and go for Mach Punch, and that finishes off his biggest threat, which was Manectric. And my team is pretty well battered. Since I didn't get to Synthesis, Mega Venusaur is like on his last leg. Zapdos is fucking like on no legs. He's a quadruple amputee. Conkeldurr is there. He's pretty beat up, and B-Sharp's on 0.4%. Noivern is, yeah. So despite the score looking like a body bag, my Pokemon were fucking beat to shit. So if he got some extra hits in there with a very fast Pokemon like his Mega Manectric, he could have turned the shit around. I did have priority with B-Sharp, though. He would have had to play with that, and I never got the chance to use Stealth Rock. So, yeah. But anyway, this is an extremely entertaining and in-depth battle. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later, YouTube.